Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, aka Mr. Everything, and we are coming back at you with another Xenonauts-2 game review. Okay, this is the new demo. It was just released. If you can see in the bottom, 7 February. This updated demo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this in parts where you get one video per mission that's available in the demo. So I'm expecting 2 or 3 videos, and I will upload them as fast as I can, basically. Okay, so you should get them, one a day or something like that. Now, having said that, let me let you know, I've played Xenonauts 1 and I really enjoyed it quite a bit. It's an alternative game, very similar in the vein of the old XCOM, Terror from the Deep, all of those UFO, Enemy Unknown, XCOM, UFO Defense, XCOM Terror from the Deep, and XCOM Apocalypse, and also the new XCOM, XCOM Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within, all of those, and then also XCOM 2, which, I'm currently in the middle of a playthrough on my channel right now, a Long War stream, and from the original designer, Mr. Gallup, he created Phoenix Point. Now, all of these games are they have overlapping similarities. And so I'll let you decide on, which games you played before that this is similar to, but it is it's got kind of its own aesthetic, its own feel, in that you don't see, from what I can tell, there aren't cutscenes, like you would see in the new XComs, or it's more in line with the Phoenix Point, where you have stop, you have a screenshot and text. So this is kind of it's not as flashy when it comes to the cutscenes and things like that. I think it's Goldhawk Interactive. You can see that on the bottom. And this wish list, don't worry, Xenonauts 2 has been on my wish list for over a year now. I did the original Xenonauts 2 demo. If you go back a year on my channel, you could probably find that. That's not what this is. This is a new version of the demo. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the new game, and my understanding is it's going to put me through a tutorial mission, and then it will actually start the campaign. We are going to do the tutorial mission on this video, and then in the next video we'll start the campaign. All right, let's go ahead and get in there. Okay, the save files, this campaign is called Diamond Sword. Now, I could change that. I don't have any need to change that. Now, I noticed that when you change your difficulty level, the uniform changes. It basically, you're ranking up, you're getting more awards, your uniform's getting fancier. I thought that was kind of a cool little touch, but we're going to play on Soldier because it's ideal for players unfamiliar with Xenonauts franchise, or the classic. Veteran would be if you're familiar with Xenonauts and classic, and Commander would just make it super hard, right? Well, I'm going Soldier just because this is a demo and I'm trying to show it off to you. Are we going to play the introduction? Begins with a tutorial mission Yes, because not only do I want to show you how to play, um, but I also want to learn how to play as well, even though it's probably the same as the previous Xenonauts-2 demo. 2009, Berlin Wall still stands. Cold War has grown ever colder. A clandestine organization named Xenonauts secretly gathers intelligence on a shadowy threat looming over humanity. Sightings of unidentified flying objects and unknown beings have grown steadily more common. A strong correlation emerges between these reported sightings and rising international tensions, but those reporting or investigating alien activity frequently disappear without a trace. Mysterious figures known only as the Cleaners are believed responsible. Mere weeks remain to prepare for the coming invasion. Our species stands little chance of survival should the Xenonauts fail to unite humanity. Wow, put it all on our shoulders. Okay, but I do want to point out that it doesn't just click through and then disappear and then click through and disappear. It waits for me to click, which gives me an opportunity to read it. Got our loading screen there, and we got our little Chinook helicopter, which is how we deploy. Super realistic in my opinion. Maybe a souped up, maybe a super Chinook, maybe a super mega ultimate Chinook, whatever. But what is this, 2009? Right? Is that what it was saying? 2009, right? So we don't have day one right here. But I think it was 2009. You're not going to have like, well, maybe you could have, I suppose, if you went James Bond route. Okay, Xenonauts-2, you control a secret organization attempting to protect the world from alien invasion. A short tutorial will explain the basic controls and the events leading up to the start of the campaign. And you got all these different national territories, which I'm sure have something to do with controlling the world. The game, okay, tooltips 1 to 3. This game features nested tooltips. Basically, anywhere you see a text link, simply hover over the link to open additional tooltips. Hover over the white text link to proceed. Boom, and then there it pops up. Now, nested tooltips can themselves contain links which spawn further nested tooltips. However, as tooltips disappear when you move your mouse, you must lock them in place before you can do this. You can lock a tooltip by pressing the middle mouse button or simply by waiting 3 seconds. Now, in the settings, you can adjust the 3 seconds. You can make it less or more depending on how you want to play. Lock this tooltip and open this link. You can see it spinning and then boom, it stops. Okay, now let me go ahead and get rid of my face on camera. See, I didn't wait the allotted time. And now we can proceed. See, already teaching me how to play. Now, this guy here, he looks a little bit like Ian Crossland. I don't know if you know who that is. He's on Timcast. My work on our radar array is now complete. Great. Am I supposed to click? It doesn't say, but I'm going to. Theoretically, we should now be capable of tracking any alien UFOs passing within radar range of this facility. Okay, someone else popped up. Operations Director. Thank God. It's not exactly been easy to borrow all those things we've been asking for. Hardly my concern. We must all achieve the impossible if we are to triumph over the extraterrestrials. Very inspirational. So what's the plan now? We wait. An alien craft should pass within range in the next few days. At that point, the commander takes over. I guess that's me. Okay, radar range. We see the blue circle there. The blue circle around the base indicates the radar range of that facility. UFOs flying into this area will be detected and can then be attacked. Game speed. There we go. We got some real time happening up here. And you notice how it popped up? This is the current I can't even speak English. This is the current date and time during the campaign. The flow of time can be sped up or slowed down using the speed buttons immediately below. Time is paused when the player is in the game menu or in any other management screens. These buttons control the flow of time in the geoscape. Time is currently passing at the slowest speed. That would be this one. But as nothing is currently occupied, these buttons control the flow of time on the geoscape. Time is currently passing at the slowest speed, but as nothing is currently occurring, we should increase the flow of time until some alien activity occurs. Click the button for the fastest speed. Okay, before I go into all this, I want to get back to that. Oh, it disappeared. Well, dang. Because it gave me a tip saying something about slowing it down, closing it, or stopping it. Okay, so UFO number 1 detected. Size small. Escort size none. Speed 1200 kph. High and west. Slow time and center on the UFO. That's if I just wanted to follow it. But it's asking me to launch interceptors. The radar has detected a UFO. Shooting it down will prevent it from causing panic in the local region and may spawn a UFO crash site. Tactical mission that allows you to recover valuable alien technology. Click on the Launch Interceptors button to get your fighters ready for action. Okay. We have Angel 1 and 2. Angel 1 and 2 are both on the central base. We also have the Skyhawk, which is our helicopter. Everything's health, fuel, status ready. ETA looks against mission target UFO 1. ETA is 2.5 minutes. This panel says launch. Up to 3 aircraft can be formed into a squadron, but you currently only have 2 aircraft. These have been selected for you automatically, so pressing the launch aircraft button to proceed. Okay, that's the small alien aircraft. Angels 1 and 2, they only used a little bit of their fuel. Armor, health, weapon. Okay. Your interceptors have reached the UFO and are ready to initiate air combat. In the final game, this tutorial will explain the basics of air combat, but that part of the game is currently relatively unpolished, as we will simply auto-resolve this battle. Oh, look at that. This is our fighter here with his rearview mirror, and then boom. Okay. Looks like Angel 1 took a little hit. Looks like Angel 2 is still in good fighting shape. Kind of what I'm seeing right here. The UFO has been successfully shot down. If you were unhappy with the result, you could fight the battle manually and try to obtain a better result. Oh, really? Instead, press accept. Crash site. This crashed UFO is likely to contain valuable alien technology and resources. Mission type, crashed UFO. Biome, we're in the desert. Time remaining. It'll be there until we're done. Okay, before I go anywhere, it's got a launch combat team. Pressing this button will allow you to choose a dropship to send on the mission. Once a dropship is selected, you will be prompted to assign soldiers to the dropship and edit their item loadouts. Okay, but on the right it says the tactical mission is any battle where the soldiers engage hostile forces in turn-based combat. You know, like XCOM. You got your geoscape activities, and then you've got your ground activities. In Xenonauts, it's back to interceptors. Oh yeah, there was a game called UFO Aftermath, right? This is a lot like that as well. UFO crash sites are a common type of tactical mission that allow you to capture alien technology. Press the launch combat team button to launch a dropship. There we go. Well, we got the Skyhawk. Skyhawk is selected. Launch it the same way as your interceptors. Okay, now we got our dudes. It says tactical mission 3. This screen allows you to change the soldiers and equipment aboard the dropship being launched. However, let's simply press the launch dropship button and proceed to the tactical combat. So what they're saying is, I could change these guys out. I could fill the Skyhawk how I'd want, but they're saying don't worry about it. Let's just go and see what happens. Okay, there's Peter. Okay, it's not letting me click these guys, but I thought the picture would change, the rank symbol would change, his nationality would change. And we got 8 of 9 on the current assignment. Look at all these, some of these different weapons that you might be able to choose from in the future. Pistol, shotgun, rifle, well, assault rifle, sniper rifle, machine gun. They call it ballistic machine gun. Control to compare. Okay. And see this infinite sign? We have infinite numbers of these and ammo because later on when you're building your own weapons and stuff, you might have a limited number of them. It's not letting me click any of this stuff. That sounds ominous. It is. Every cleaner cell in the region is deploying tactical teams. No prize for guessing where they're headed. Wonderful, just what we needed. I suggest you recall your soldiers, Commander. We need you to hold the perimeter until everyone can get away. Oh. Indeed. Do not try to get yourself killed. Good luck, Commander. We're counting on you. Okay, so we didn't actually fly to the crash site. We are defending the base. That's what it sounds like. Soldiers with high strength can throw grenades further. Okay, we got a base. Camera control. Camera in the tactical combat can be controlled in several ways. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen to scroll in that direction, or press the arrow or the WSD keys instead. It can also be rotated using the Q and E keys. just like that's very intuitive. You can change the camera height level using the mouse scroll wheel. Okay, I lost it. It disappeared. Okay, each unit in tactical combat uses time units. It's down here. They're like this guy's got 60. These are refreshed each turn and are shared between all types of actions. For example, a soldier that spends all of their time units on movement would be unable to fire. Right, because shooting requires a certain number of time units. The number of time units a soldier has remaining is indicated by the green bar at the bottom right there. Oh, look at this crazy. He needs a shave. Here they come, form up, and hold the loading bay. Movement. You can plan a movement path for a soldier by left-clicking anywhere on the battlefield. Click the glowing tile to plan movement to that location. The number at the end of the movement path shows how many time units a soldier will have remaining if they move to that location. Left-click the same tile again in order for him to move. Looks good. You can rotate a soldier without moving them. Right-click anywhere on the battlefield. It costs 1 time unit for every 45 degrees of rotation performed. Rotate the soldier in the highlighted direction to proceed. Finally, we should order our soldier to crouch. This makes the soldier harder to hit. It costs 4 time units to crouch, but it also costs 4 time units to uncrouch. We have spent all of our time units, so it's time to press end turn. Actually, I got 16. Couldn't I go into a snapshot? Yeah. End turn. Well, I see. Attacking enemies, hover your mouse over the highlighted enemy to bring up the attack cursor. The green number on the left of the cursor indicates time units. The white number indicates the percent chance to hit. Luckily, it shows a little stopwatch and it shows a percentage, so that makes it fairly easy to understand that as well. Click the enemy to order him to attack. You scored a hit and inflicted 30 damage. Weapons will inflict between 50 and 200% of their damage value with each hit, depending on the part of the body hit. Your soldier has enough time units to attack again, so fire a second shot. Well done, you successfully killed an enemy. As your soldier does not have enough time units remaining to perform any further attacks, we select the next soldier. Press space to mark your current soldier inactive and automatically select the next closest active soldier. Okay. Hover over the highlighted enemy. The squares drawn between the shooter and the target represent the shot path. Green where the weapon is in range, orange where the weapon is firing beyond its maximum range. Weapons have a lower hit chance and inflict reduced damage when attacking beyond their maximum range. but apparently it still wants me to attack him. Unfortunately, you missed. No damage. Space. This soldier is armed with a shotgun, which is much more effective at close range. Move the soldier to the highlighted tile. Most weapons have several fire modes with varying accuracy and time unit cost. The most expensive fire mode by default when targeting an enemy, the more expensive fire modes provide more accuracy. However, at this range, it would be preferable to fire 2 shots at lower accuracy due to the passive short-range hit chance bonus of this weapon. I mean, it's a shotgun after all. So, use right-click to change to a cheaper fire mode. Although the shot had a high chance, your soldier still missed. Bad luck. Part of the challenge is learning how best to mitigate it when this does occur. Shoot him again. Thankfully, you do not have any more bad luck. Press space. Hover over the highlighted enemy. Oh, the box. Right, okay. This shot has a low chance because there's a large intervening object. Okay, the calculations are in the bottom right hand of your screen. I see it down there. Soldier accuracy, shot accuracy, intervening objects. Okay. Only the highest intervening cover value is used to reduce hit chance. Okay. Most terrain in Xenonauts is destructible. However, that players can use to their advantage. Select the highlighted soldier by clicking on them. Free fire mode allows soldiers to target anything they want. In this case, we can use it to destroy the intervening crates. Hold down Control to activate free fire mode and then click on the crates. Well done, the crates have been destroyed. Click the highlighted soldier to switch back to them. Click on the enemy to take a shot. Grenades can be an effective way of inflicting damage and removing cover. Click the button for the demolition charge to select it as an active weapon. Okay, grenades travel in an arc, allowing them to throw over walls or covered objects. Click the highlighted tile to throw the grenade. Why wouldn't I want to throw it like... Oh, you want to hit 2 people. I got it. Okay, that wasn't a grenade. That was a demo charge. Secondary weapons. The soldier lacks sufficient time units to fire their main weapon, which is a machine gun. But the pistol in their secondary slot can still be fired. Click the pistol. Okay, it's got a he's only got, well, he's got 35. Okay. The low time unit cost for firing a pistol allowed the soldier to fire again. talking about. A spacebar. Our final soldier has a decision to make. Their shotgun is relatively inaccurate at range, and the target is behind heavy cover. Closing the distance and flanking the target might be beneficial. Using shot preview mode will allow us to make a decision about whether this shot would be worthwhile. Click the highlighted tile to plot the move. Shot preview mode will show you the hit chance. To see the values of the current position, hover over the highlighted enemy. That's from where I'm currently at. Hold the shift key. Will activate the shot preview mode. Okay, that's coming from the move position. To proceed, click the target while shot preview mode is active. You have eliminated all hostile units. There's too many of them. Fall back. Order the selected soldier to move to the highlighted tile. Well, he didn't make it. Your soldier has just been killed by enemy overwatch fire. If a unit ends its turn with enough time units remaining to fire its weapon, it will then perform overwatch fire during the enemy turn. Suppressing an enemy will prevent overwatch fire, and flashbangs are a good way to generate suppression. Select the flashbang and throw it at the highlighted tile. Okay, it's got one tile bigger than the demo charge. Okay. All of those enemies have been suppressed. Suppression immediately removes all time units from the selected unit. Just brings them to 0. That's cool. Suppressed units will also only recover 50% of their normal time units on the following turn. Ooh, that's a big deal. An alternative way to avoid losing soldiers to overwatch fire is to make them harder to hit. Each tile of smoke reduces the hit chance of a shot passing through it. Select the smoke. Drop it on those guys. So far, so good. Good work. All enemies are either out of time units, suppressed, or screened by smoke. Move your soldier to the highlighted tile to complete the tutorial. Regroup at the next position. We need to hold them off until the evacuation is complete. Very nice. Okay, I think I can remember most of that. Shift for move and shoot, and right click to change fire modes. And this is where we're going to stop, because this is the actual beginning of the actual campaign. It's past the tutorial. We're actually going to start on mission 1. So, all right, guys. Thanks for coming out and watching this, and I will see you in part 2.